Welcome to the Best Celebrity channel. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content from us. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Celeb Fame Time. Here are ridiculously expensive things you didn't know celebs collected. Number 10, David Bowie Art Collection. The White Duke was an admirer of art and owned a huge collection which was sold for £33 million a few years ago. The collection itself was worth about £10 million, but of course, after Bowie's death, the value went up. Decades ago, Bowie told the BBC about his love for paintings. "The only thing I buy obsessively and addictively is art." It seems his collection was very tasteful and valuable. David Bowie's collection offers a unique insight into the personal world of one of the 20th century's greatest creative spirits, said Olivia Barker, chairman of Sotheby's Europe.
They represent his attitude on music making, so visitors are eager to find.
Number 9, David Letterman Car Collection. David Letterman has done many things in his life, including owning one of the most expensive car collections in the US. His collection is valued at $50 million and it's very tasteful and unique. Many car enthusiasts love it and consider it one of the most important in the world. Among his many items, he owns Ferraris, Porsches, and Jaguars. Some of the most expensive cars are worth over $2 million. His luxury collection has everything from classic Ferraris from the 50s to rally racers from the 80s.
One of the most prestigious Ferrari concourse.
Number 8, Nicole Kidman Coin Collection. There's no public details about how much it's worth, but it's safe to assume that such a rare collection will be crazy expensive. However, with how much Nicole makes and her generous donations to charity, she deserves it.
This has been more of an investment hedge fund. We've won as much as we've lost.
Number 7, Pele Soccer Memorabilia Collection. The soccer superstar has acquired a lot of soccer memorabilia throughout his life, making a big collection of over 2,000 items, which he recently auctioned in London. The collection was worth £3.6 million, or about $5 million US. It included his copy of the original World Cup award, which is the most expensive item valued at $600,000. Having donated a significant portion of my collection to the city of Santos, I have decided to allow fans and collectors to own a piece of my history as well, he said about the auction.
The nostalgic item of the whole collection is this 1977 photograph, which shows Pele with the man he described.
Number 6, Elizabeth Taylor Jewelry Collection. Elizabeth Taylor was one of the most iconic actresses of the past century, and her legacy lives in her movies and in the people who loved her. Another thing she left behind, however, is her jewelry collection. A few months after her death, her collection was auctioned and sold for $116 million. One of the most important pieces of the auction was a pearl necklace that sold for $11.8 million, making it the most expensive pearl to be auctioned according to Business Insider.
Much emotion in each and every one of these pieces.
Number 5, Rod Stewart Model Trains Collection. Sir Rod Stewart is a train enthusiast. He collects model trains and loves them with his life. "All my cases come on the jet and away we go. Every man should have a hobby," he said about his portable collection. Also, he has a huge set at home which is bigger than a tennis court. "It can never be moved. I have 13 trains running at once. For me, the pleasure has been in the building of it." That's right, he built it himself. "The only thing I wasn't very good at, and still am not, is the electricals, so I had someone else do that," he said. Number 4, Jay-Z Watch Collection. The rapper and producer has a particularly expensive taste. He loves watches, very expensive watches. This interest of his is not like any other expensive things celebrities in his position buy. He actually loves his collection and chooses his items with care. Some of the most expensive watches Jay-Z owns are valued at over $20,000, but the most expensive one is the Hublot Big Bang, which is worth $5 million. It's a custom-made watch that contains 1,282 diamonds. It was a gift from Beyoncé.
The rotatable fluted bezel, dubbed the ring command, is not just decorative, but returning it.
Number 3, Jerry Seinfeld Porsche Collection. The comedian owns a very large car collection, but he doesn't just collect any cars, he specializes in Porsches. It's not very clear how much the collection is worth, but it's well over $50 million. Not so long ago, he decided to auction 15 of his Porsches. They sold for $22 million, and his response to that was, "Thank you, insane car people." He keeps his cars in a huge garage close to his house. According to GQ, it took 5 years to build it so that it had enough parking space.
Many cars are looked upon as
Number 2, Nicolas Cage Vintage Comics Collection. The actor from Leaving Las Vegas is a hardcore comic book fan. He owned a very large collection of vintage comic books which was auctioned years ago. The most important and most expensive piece of the collection was a copy of Action Comics number 1, featuring the first appearance of Superman. It had been stolen from Nicholas's house in 2000, but thankfully it was later found in 2011 in a storage locker in San Fernando. The item sold for $2,161,000, breaking records.
My stuff will never end up on no auction block, that's for sure.
Number 1, Leonardo DiCaprio Action Figure Collection. Leonardo DiCaprio loves action figures and apparently has a big collection of them. He particularly loves Star Wars, so a big part of his collection is dedicated to action figures from the franchise. He sold part of his collection years ago, but there was a time when he owned over 150 Star Wars figures. One of the most expensive pieces of his collection was a vinyl Cape Jawa, which was said to cost $18,000. There's no word on how much the whole collection is worth, but Leo seemed to invest a lot in his hobby. But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.